Picture this. You're standing on a swaying rope bridge, the wind tousling your silver-streaked hair, whispering secrets of years gone by. On one side, a jagged cliff of memories looms large, on the other, a shimmering horizon of possibilities stretches wide. That, my dear friend, is the essence of Libra, the zodiac sign that dances on the tightrope of life. Juggling beauty, balance, and those oh-so-tricky decisions that keep us awake at night. I'm Sophia, your guide from Zodiac Wisdom, and today I'm here to take you on a journey, not just through the stars, but into the heart of who you are. Because if you're over 50, living in Europe or America, and searching for a little comfort, a spark of inspiration, or a clever way to stretch that pension, you've landed in the right place. Libra season spans from September 23rd to October 22nd, a time when the world feels like it's holding its breath, caught between summer's chaos and autumn's calm. These are the folks who can turn a messy argument into a peace treaty, who see beauty in a cracked teacup, and who secretly wish they could frame every sunset they've ever witnessed. But here's the kicker, not all Libras are cut from the same velvet cloth. Oh no, your birth date holds the key to unlocking which of the three types of Libra you truly are. Are you the dreamer with a paintbrush soul? The diplomat with a steel backbone? Or the heart-on-sleeve lover who'd give their last coin to see someone smile? Stick with me, and we'll find out together. Now, let's get real for a moment. Have you ever stood at a crossroads? Maybe it was choosing between a safe job or a wild dream, pleasing a friend or honoring your own needs, and felt your mind spin like a top? Or maybe you've spent years perfecting your home, your wardrobe, your life, only to wonder why it still doesn't feel quite right? That's the Libra in you, wrestling with the scales, yearning for harmony in a world that loves to tip off balance. And at 50 or beyond, after decades of giving, striving, and surviving, you deserve to understand why you tick the way you do. So, here's my promise. I'm not just going to dazzle you with astrology, though there'll be plenty of that. I'm Sophia. After all, I'm going to dig into the three types of Libra, tie them to your birth date, and hand you a map, one that lights up paths through life's tangles. Whether it's a dwindling bank account or a heart that's been running on empty, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's uncover the Libra you were born to be. Tell me, are you ready to tip the scales in your favor? So, you've made it past the rope bridge with me, good for you. Now, let's sit down on the other side, catch our breath, and talk about what it really means to be a Libra. Imagine this. The universe hands you a pair of golden scales. A wink from Venus, the planet of love, luxury, and let's be honest, a little indulgence, and says, "Here, darling, keep the world in balance." That's Libra in a nutshell. Born between September 23rd and October 22nd, you're the zodiac's peacemaker, the one who can spot a crooked picture frame from a mile away and charm a room full of grumps into smiling. But oh, my sweet Libra friend, there's so much more beneath that polished surface, and at 50 or beyond, you've earned the right to peel back the layers. Let's start with the basics. Ruled by Venus, Libras are wired to crave beauty, not just in art or nature, but in the way life feels. You're the type who'd rather sip tea from a chipped cup that tells a story than a soulless new one. You hate conflict like cats hate water. And you've got a knack for seeing both sides of every story, a gift that's probably saved more than a few family dinners over the years. But here's where it gets tricky. Those scales of yours, they don't always stay level. You wrestle with decisions like they're wild horses. Should I stay or go? Spend or save? Speak up or stay quiet? And sometimes, you'd rather please everyone else than face the storm of saying no. Sound familiar? If you're nodding, you're not alone. At this stage of life, with 50+ years of wisdom in your pocket, you've likely spent decades juggling everyone's needs, kids, partners, bosses, neighbors. Maybe you've smoothed over arguments at the cost of your own voice or stretched a tight budget to keep the peace. Libra gets that. It's in your starry DNA to seek harmony, even when the world feels like a lopsided mess. But don't let Venus fool you into thinking it's all rose petals and soft music. There's a quiet warrior in you. 2. One who's fought to keep things fair, lovely, and just. Now, here's the twist. Not every Libra fights the same battles or dreams the same dreams. Your birth date, that little number tucked between late September and late October, splits you into one of three distinct types. Are you the creative soul who turns chaos into art? The steady hand who makes tough calls with grace? Or the tender heart who loves so fiercely it aches? Before we dive into those, take a deep breath and think, what's my Libra story? Because trust me, it's not just about the stars, it's about you. Right now, ready to tip those scales towards something better. So, let's not blame Venus for everything, though she does love a good excuse. It's time to meet the Libra you've always been, and the one you're still becoming. The three faces of Libra, which one are you? Alright, my starry-eyed travelers, we've crossed the bridge and brushed up on Libra basics, now it's time to step into the heart of the matter. Libra isn't a one-note symphony, it's a three-part harmony. Each tune shaped by the day you took your first breath between September 23rd and October 22nd. These three types of Libra come with their own quirks, their own brilliance, and, because I'm Sophia from Zodiac Wisdom and I've got your back, their own practical tricks for thriving at 50 and beyond. Whether you're wrestling with a tight budget or a restless soul, your birth date holds the clue to who you are and how to shine. Let's meet these three Libras, one of them is you. 3.1 Creative Libra, September 23rd to October 2nd, the dreamers with artists' hands. What makes you special? If your birthday falls in these early Libra days, you slipped into the world when Venus was still tipsy from summer's glow, splashing color across life's canvas. You're the creative Libra, a soul who sees a cracked vase and imagines a mosaic, who hears a storm and hums a melody. Your mind's a kaleidoscope, ideas twirl like falling leaves, and you ache to make everything beautiful. At 50 plus, you might be the one rearranging the living room yet again or sketching a dream cottage you swear you'll build, someday. People call you whimsical, maybe even flighty, but they miss the quiet fire inside, a stubborn spark that refuses to let ugliness win. You're not just a dreamer, you're a creator, stitching harmony from chaos with every breath. Strengths and struggles. Your superpower? Turning messes into magic. A tight budget becomes a thrift store treasure. A dull afternoon morphs into a handmade card. You solve problems with flair no one can touch. But here's the snag. Those dreams can sweep you off your feet. You might spend hours plotting a perfect future while dishes stack up. Or drift in, what ifs, instead of, what's next? At your peak, you're a visionary, at your low, you're a procrastinator clutching a paintbrush. Life's taught you grit, but it's also lured you into your own head. The scales need a nudge, and you've got the power to tip them. Life and money at 50 plus. Your creativity isn't just pretty, it's profitable. Ever thought of selling those scarves you knit or the chairs you've sanded back to life? Etsy, eBay, or a local craft fair could turn your talent into T-money, or more. At 50 plus, use that eye for beauty to stage your home. A few clever tweaks could hike its value if you're selling. You don't need much, your gift is stretching little into plenty. Start small. One weekend project. One garage sale. It's not just cash, it's pride. Purpose. Proof that age doesn't dim your dazzle. Dip your toes in, the water's warm. Sophia's straight talk. Listen up, my dreamy darling, stop gazing and start making. Those ideas bouncing in your skull? They're not ornaments, they're gold. Grab a cheap notebook, yes, today, and jot down one thing you can create or fix this week. Perfect is a trap. A shaky start trumps a flawless fantasy every time. You've got an artist's soul and a lifetime of wisdom, mix them. When doubt sneaks in, and it will, pour a glass of wine, play some jazz, and tell yourself, the world craves your light. You're not too old, too broke, or too tired, you're just too good at hiding your brilliance. Shine, damn it. 3.2 Decisive Libra, October 3rd to October 12th, the diplomats with hearts of steel. What makes you special? Born in the thick of Libra season, you're the decisive Libra, a unicorn among scales who can pick a movie without a meltdown. Venus gave you her balance, then slipped in a spine of steel. You're the calm at the storm's edge, the one who talks feuding friends off the ledge with a smile that says, let's sort this out. At 50 plus, you've mastered this dance, your family leans on you, your colleagues trust you, and you carry a quiet strength that doesn't need a megaphone. You juggle logic and feeling like a pro, And while you adore beauty, you're not above getting your hands dirty to keep things steady. Strengths and struggles. Your gift is leadership without the swagger, you steer without barking. Decide without dawdling, you see the forest and the trees. Whether it's mapping a trip or balancing a checkbook. But here's the hitch, you're tough on yourself. Perfectionism stalks you, and when those scales wobble, you feel it like a brick. You might push too hard to keep life flawless, leaving no room for a messy laugh or a lazy day. At your best, you're a pillar. At your worst, you're a pillar that forgets to lean. Life's taught you control, now it's begging you to loosen up. Life and money at 50 plus. You're built to lead, so take the wheel. At 50 plus, tackle your finances head on, sit down, crunch numbers, and grow that retirement fund you've been eyeing. You could even play money guru for friends or kin, turning your clarity into a group win. Maybe they'll owe you lunch. If work's still in play, your steady hand suits consulting or mentoring, a gig that fattens the wallet and keeps you sharp. Trim one bill this month. Stash a bit in a safe bond. You make stability look good, flaunt it. Small moves, big payoffs. Sophia's straight talk. Lighten up, you magnificent control freak. You don't have to glue the universe together daily. Next time you're agonizing over a call, flip a coin, seriously, and see how it feels to let chance flirt with you. Book a do-nothing afternoon, sip tea, watch the sky, let those scales tilt. You've been the rock forever, try being the breeze. When you catch yourself overplanning, chuckle. You're not a robot, you're a Libra with a heartbeat. That steel heart? Let it pump for you now and then. You've earned a break, take it. 3.3 Emotional Libra, October 13th to October 22nd, the open hearts with sparkling eyes. What makes you special? If you landed in these last Libra days, you're the emotional Libra, born when Venus cranked up the love and let her tears soften the soil. You feel it all, a friend's grin lights you up, a stranger's sigh cuts deep, and your heart's an unlocked gate. At 50 plus, you're the one mailing cards, baking for no reason, and tearing up at old films because they echo life's fragile glow. You live for bonds, and your warmth could thaw a glacier. But it's not all fluff, there's a fierce devotion in you. A readiness to battle for what you cherish, even if it leaves you raw. Strengths and struggles. Your magic is empathy, you read souls like novels, offering comfort that mends and insight that lingers. You build bridges over chasms. But that soft heart? It's your kryptonite. You give too much, time, cash, spirit, and, no, feels like a foreign tongue when your own well's dry. At your brightest, you're a lighthouse. At your dimmest, you're a sponge soaking up others' storms. Life's shown you love's weight, now it's time to weigh your own worth. Your knack for connection is your lifeline. At 50 plus, grow ties that lift you, friends who'd share their last dime, not drain yours. Set limits. If you're itching to splurge on gifts, cap it at a sweet, small gesture. Your people skills could spark a side gig, counseling, volunteering with a stipend, or a paid book club. Save a sliver monthly for you, a treat, a getaway, because self-care isn't greed. Build a circle, not just a fallback. Your heart's a treasure, protect it. Sweetheart, you can't pour from an empty cup, so quit it. Next time someone leans too hard, try this. I'd love to help, but I need a breather. It's not mean, it's sanity. Treat yourself like your best pal, with grace, not scraps. When guilt slinks in, imagine me shaking a finger. You're not the planet's rescuer, you're its glow. Claim one night a week for you, a soak, a diary, a soft tune, and defend it like a fortress. Your heart's vast, but it beats for you first. Let it. Your journey with Libra, self-discovery and healing. So, here we are, you've met the three faces of Libra, and I bet one of them felt like a mirror held up to your soul. Maybe you're the creative Libra, sketching dreams in the margins of your life, the decisive Libra, steadying the ship through every storm, or the emotional Libra, loving so hard it echoes in your bones. Wherever you land, this isn't just a stargazing game, it's a wake-up call. I'm Sophia from Zodiac Wisdom, and I'm here to nudge you into action. Grab a pen, a scrap of paper, anything, write down your birth date right now. Go on, I'll wait. Got it? Good. Now, match it to your type and ask yourself, how does this feel? Does it spark a grin, a tear, or a quiet, aha? That's where your journey begins. Let me tell you a story. I once knew a creative Libra, Margaret, 58, from a sleepy English village. Her house was a wreck, peeling paint, sagging curtains, but her hands were magic. One day, fed up with staring at the mess, she grabbed some leftover paint and turned her walls into a mural of wildflowers. A neighbor saw it, begged her to spruce up their place too, and soon she was bartering art for groceries. Then cash. Now she's got a cozy nest egg and a smile that lights up the pub. That's the Libra spirit, taking what's broken and making it sing. At 50 plus, you've got stories like hers in you, waiting to spill out. Maybe it's not paint, maybe it's a knack for organizing, a listening ear, a recipe everyone begs for. What's your magic? This is your moment to heal, to rediscover the Libra you've buried under years of shoulds and musts. If you're a creative, stop hoarding those ideas, share one this week. Even if it's shaky. A decisive Libra? Let go of one tiny plan and see what happens. Chaos isn't your enemy. Emotional Libra. Darling, gift yourself 5 minutes of peace today, no one else. Just you. Life's thrown you curveballs, kids who moved away, jobs that faded, savings that shrank, but those scales of yours? They're still gold. They've carried you this far, and they'll carry you further. Look, I'm not here to preach, I'm here to cheer. You're not too old to start, too tired to try, or too broke to bloom. Age is just a number, your Libra soul is timeless. Picture this, a year from now, you're sipping coffee, grinning at a little win, a side gig, a calmer heart, a fuller pocket, all because you leaned into who you are today. So, take a deep breath, my friend. The stars didn't just shape you, they lit a path. Step onto it. What's one thing you'll do this week to honor your Libra type? I'm dying to know, and I'm right here, rooting for you every wobbly, wonderful step. Balance is your superpower. And there you have it. My beautiful Libra souls, the 3 types laid bare, the creative. Spinning beauty from scraps, the decisive. Holding steady when the world shakes, the emotional. Loving with a force that could move mountains. I'm Sophia from Zodiac Wisdom. And I've poured my heart into this because you're not just a zodiac sign, you're a living, breathing story, still writing its best chapters. At 50 plus, you've danced through life's highs and stumbled through its lows. But those scales? They're your superpower. They've kept you upright, and they're ready to lift you higher. Let's be honest, the road isn't always smooth. Maybe your pension's thinner than you'd like, or your heart's been running on fumes. But here's the truth. Your Libra gift isn't about perfection, it's about balance. You've got the tools, creativity to reinvent, resolve to rebuild, empathy to reconnect, and they're yours to wield. Whether it's turning a hobby into cash, steering your finances straight, or guarding your tender heart, you're not done yet. The stars say so, and I say so too. You're a Libra, you don't just survive, you harmonize. You dazzle, you rise. So, what now? I'd love to hear your voice in this cosmic conversation. Which Libra are you? Drop a line below. I'm a creative, and I'm painting again, or decisive here. Just slashed my grocery bill. And let's celebrate together. Your stories fuel me, and Zodiac Wisdom thrives on them. If these words have sparked something, a laugh, a plan, a little hope, consider tossing a coin my way to keep this starry fire burning. Every bit helps me bring more wisdom, more warmth, to souls like yours across Europe and America. Close your eyes for a second. Picture those golden scales, gleaming in your hands. They're not heavy, they're yours. Perfectly balanced, ready for what's next. Step into tomorrow with that Libra glow, not too fast, not too slow, just right. You've got this, and I've got you. Now, tell me, what's your Libra type? And what's your first move? I'm all ears, and I can't wait to cheer you on.